beautiful Taurians, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your yearly reading for 2022. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I'm truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder that this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details and I will never ask you for your personal details either. So if anyone masquerading as me asks you for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's get straight to your reading, my beautiful Taurus. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Taurus. So, firstly, I'd like to apologize for the delay in this reading, but I was a little bit unwell, so I could not do anything really. I couldn't even leave my bed for a little while, but I'm back. So here is your yearly reading. Now, I'm going to take it month by month, of course. At the moment, we have the sun in Capricorn. So that is about being practical, looking at our goals and dreams. That's why we all feel a little bit compelled to set intentions at the beginning of the year. But it is about focusing on the hard work that needs to be done to get you to where you want to go, your goals, your dreams. So that extra energy is very, very positive. Now, Mercury goes in retrograde on the 14th. So that can be a little bit difficult. You may feel a little bit brain fog around about then, but also you may get miscommunication or delayed. They want me to go one more, so there we go. Delayed communication on things that you may have been waiting for. They really want you to work on certain things this year. I'm going to see what those things are. These are the cards that I'm doing first. Just going to get this one for you. One moment, please. Okay, the things they want you to work on throughout the year are rejection, confidence, and it's basically your connection to rejection, because we have to realize as beings having a human experience, conscious, sentient souls, we have to understand that rejection is protection and redirection. Okay, so these are the things that they want you to focus on. We've got rejection as the first card there, number 31. When you reduce it, 31 is 4. Okay, 3 plus 1 is 4. So that is the number of the Emperor card, which is about taking control, which is about structure, it's about success, and recognizing that there's no such thing as failure or rejection really. It just means something is being taken away that was not meant for you, because whatever is meant for you will never pass you by. So it says, let them turn their back on you. They aren't meant to be in your life. That's something that you're meant to sort of recognize on your soul journey in 2022. Ignored, no support, false promises, any of those people are actually being removed from your 2022 so that you can be successful, so that you can action the plans that you are hoping to achieve, so that you can change the energy up and recognize that if they're meant to leave your life, just let them go, because if we hold on to anything that's not meant for us, we actually become very stagnant. So that's something to work on in your 2022. I mean, we've all got to work on it. I've been working on this for years, of course, and we also have in a trance. Okay, this is an interesting one, in a trance. And it says, lost in a trance of emotions, feelings that you'll never forget, profound feelings, mind-blowing experience. So this is going to be a profoundly life-changing year for you in a very positive way, I think. We do have some planetary alignments that are challenging in 2022. Now, 2021, 2020, and 2020, both those years had very, very difficult planetary alignments. This year, 2022, is a little bit easier, but it's not without shocks or twists and turns, especially since we have, Uranus, that rogue planet. It goes direct, as well as Saturn, which means, rules, regulations, resistance, and also Uranus governs sort of shock changes or plot twists. So there is going to be some twists and turns. I'm not going to lie to you. Let's see what's coming out for you in particular. But inner trance, it's number 58. When you reduce that, that's number 13, which means transition, changes. Okay, so I feel like you're going to have a profoundly emotional, changing year for you in a really positive way, and I feel like you're going to gain more confidence in it, because number 13 connects to the Death card, which is it's a harbinger of transformation. It reminds you that you must shed what is old and familiar in order to become something new, or become on a new sort of energized path to whatever it is you hope to achieve. And we've got finally confidence. Okay, Taurus, so we've got number 66 there. When you reduce it, it's 12. 6 plus 6 is 12 there. So I feel like this is about you having a new perspective, because that's Hangman energy, sacrificing things that are no longer necessary in your world to move forward. And it says your success will be determined by your own confidence. So that's why rejection has obviously come out. It's very important to remember that it's redirection and protection from something that was not meant for you, whether that's relationships, whether that's friendships, whether that's job opportunities. You're being protected and moved in another direction. It doesn't mean that you're not going to get to the goal or dream that you'd hope to achieve. It just means that you're taking a little detour, because Spirit says, there's something a little bit more interesting down this route. Okay, or you're meant to meet this person over here instead of going on a straight linear line to your goal. You're meant to meet someone over in this space so that they can help you achieve even more, or love you even harder than anyone else has before, depending on if you're looking for love or career success, or both. So we got self-image, love yourself, outlook, and believing. Okay, confidence. If you don't believe in you, my beautiful Taurians, who's going to believe in you? Okay, even the most society perceives certain people to be very, very successful and sort of confident, but every human is pretty much the same. Okay, we all have our different fears, underlying fears. It's about how we process that, and how we either let our fears get in the way of what we truly want to achieve, or whether we just sort of say, okay, I feel that fear, but I'm going to do it anyway. Nothing's going to stop me. And I feel 2022 is going to be a really positive year for you. Now let's see what else Spirit would like you to think about as we move into 2022. We've got Clam. And it says, open up. It's okay to feel vulnerable, okay? Sometimes people realize, it is actually more, there's more strength in being vulnerable and opening up to who you truly are, rather than hiding yourself away, than it is to sort of be aloof or mysterious. Now, that does work in some situations, but clam, when you think about a clam, right inside that clam is a beautiful, beautiful, soft, sort of, I guess again, it's coming back to emotion for you, opening yourself up and allowing yourself to be truly seen in 2022. I feel like it's going to surprise you in a really positive way. But you're one tough cookie, my beautiful Taurians. That clam, they're showing me the outer surface. You don't let everybody into your sort of social circle, or into your, you don't. You're not someone who falls in love easily either. So it's not that you're not trusting. It's just that, you know what you like, and you like what you know. Okay. But I feel like you will be coming out of a comfort zone. And we've got anchor, have faith, choose optimism. So again, confidence, positivity, let your true self shine. And you've endured quite a lot. I feel 2021 was quite a difficult year for you, especially since we got anchor for, 2022 for you. So you may have felt like emotionally that you were very drained, and you may have been asking big philosophical questions like, where do I belong? Okay, I feel 2022 is going to give you some of those answers. Okay, we've got Venus, it's in retrograde until the 29th of January. So that is about fearing, fearing opening up or loving, but it's also about facing the chaos. Where we feel, either unloved by ourselves or others, or where we feel like displaced in the world in some way. But the Venus retrograde comes to an end on the 29th of January, so expect people from your past returning as well. Friends, doesn't have to be ex-lovers, it can be, but let's see what's coming up for you. It is the time of the return, so just be mindful of that. Now, the really positive aspect Jupiter enters Pisces, okay? And it's there right up until May, which means it kind of counterbalances that Uranus sort of shocking element of twists and turns that can really sort of challenge or upheaval, bring challenges and upheaval. It actually, Jupiter brings good luck and expansion. So let us see what is happening for you. We got January is Temperance. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please? We've got the Lovers card for February. Beautiful, since we have Valentine's Day there. Whether you celebrate or not, it's become a little bit more commercialized, of course. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Turians? What can they expect for 2022? What are they meant to see for their highest good? Can you please guide them? Okay, thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful... Now, right now, they're showing me a huge waterfall. I always, well, they're giving me the, they're showing me that is either the, one of the biggest or tallest. I'm not really sure. Is there a tallest waterfall in the world? I'm not really sure. What they're giving me though, they're showing me angel wings. So, I mean, I'm not very good with like geography, but the way that they're showing it to me, it's almost like they're showing me, I mean, it could be, it could be a spiritual place that you've either gone to. Thank you so much. I'm sure grateful. A spiritual place that you've gone to, for example, 3, 6, 9, 12. I always want to call it Angel Falls or Angel Waterfall or something like that. So, I mean, either you have a trip booked there or you live near there. I can't tell you where that is. As I said, I'm not very good with geography, but I'm sure it's very, very famous and everyone is like screaming at the screen at me. But Angel Falls. So, I mean, if I'm decoding that energy, it could be, you know, water tends to be about goals, dreams, but also emotion, letting it flow, those thunderous emotions, letting it all out. Angel wings kind of, you know, indicates that you're protected, your guides are walking with you at this time. So anyway, they're just showing me that image. So either you just saw a documentary on Angel Waterfall or something to do with waterfalls and angels. Please take it as it resonates. It's not going to resonate for everyone, okay? So let me see. Now, January, Temperance card. This is about balance, it's about harmony, but it's also about re-examining your priorities. So this is where you're getting really clear on what you want to achieve in the year ahead. So although this is Sagittarian energy here, this is about you finding your purpose. You may already know your purpose, but I feel like you're making some adjustments in order to take action towards a goal or a dream. Now, as you can see with the Temperance card, there's a little bit of anxiety here. Okay, so there's something here that may have been making you feel a little bit worried. We're in January at the moment, so there may be you may be trying to find some sort of midway point. You may also with this find that you're having to have patience even though you want to like rush ahead. Okay, so there's this energy here of you following your heart, because as you can see, that's the pathway that leads to peace. So if you're having a bit of a like internal dilemma, a head over heart energy, Spirit's kind of indicating that your heart should preside, because anything else, it's almost like if you see the bird's eye picture of it all, following your heart will lead to that peace, but anything other will lead to a little bit of anxiety. So we're just going to clarify that and see what else is coming out there for the Temperance card. Woo. Okay, we got Ace of Swords, mental clarity. Okay, they're also giving me, there's a piece of information coming towards you that's going to help you move forward. So expect some sort of news that comes on in. We got the Nine of Wands in the reverse, which says, you know, it's something that will, you know, it's going to release the burden. You're not going to be struggling any further there with that, because I feel like you've battled quite a lot. You've endured quite a lot. Now, the Ace of Swords is a moment of clarity. It is also a moment of new ideas and, you know, creating some sort of structure. Now, of course, you're probably going to have lots of bubbling up ideas before Mercury goes retrograde on the 14th, because that's when we start to get brain fog or communication goes awry. I mean, it's not the most difficult of times, of course. It is a frustrating time. But the Ace of Swords says you're going to have some sort of major breakthrough in January. They keep showing me an envelope, so they're really pushing the idea that there's going to be some sort of news that really helps unlock something towards some sort of success, or there's going to be a lot of meaningful coincidences that you're going to see, you know, double numbers or names of people or situations that really mean something to you. It's pointing you in the direction, because they're showing me, it's almost like they're actually showing me arrows. They're just showing me arrows. It's almost like this way, this way, this way, this way. So either you're literally listening to this reading and you're walking down the street and there's like arrows pointing you on some sort of detour, or you know, arrows are important in some way to your journey. I mean, arrows tend to be about direction, of course, but also about success. They often symbolize success. The Ace of Swords is triumphant success. It means destiny and fate intervene, bringing you, you know, with the law of karma, powerful transformation. And this could be at work, okay, or some sort of idea. There's some sort of really positive information coming your way that allows you to see that it's almost like wherever you've been patient, it's the breakthrough, okay? Things start to gain momentum. Things start to go a little bit faster for you. Also, we've got the mountains in the background. So they're indicating that, yes, it's been a hard struggle. And yes, you know, there's still more work to be done, Taurus. I'm not going to lie to you. They're giving me this energy that, you know, there's a moment of breakthrough, but there's still more to be done. They're indicating that that means something to you. But I feel you hold the key to unlocking this, and it's going to be you know, less challenging than it has been. So you're starting the year off with quite a positive energy. The Nine of Wands, you know, in the upright, the Nine of Wands tends to be about persisting on something that has, you know, caused a lot of struggle, pain. You may have also been burning the candle at both ends, and you know, when you get it in the reverse, it's like, you know, it's almost like full steam ahead. You don't have to be cautious. Okay, there's this breakthrough, this news that comes along that says the struggle is, you know, lifted in some way, and you will be pointed to the right direction. That's what I keep getting. It's almost like you're being pointed in the right direction. Look for the signs. They're going to be really like so obvious that you cannot miss them. It's almost like, you know, if for example, you know, when there's like a cliche in a film that's, and someone says, I just wish I could see a sign, and then a billboard says, well, this is your sign, and it says go to, I don't know why they're giving me North Dakota, but it just came to me. That's not being, I'm scrying at the same time as doing your reading. It didn't come to me in the scrying, it just came to me, North Dakota. So I'm just pulling that out of the hat. But they're just saying there's literally going to be obvious signs for you to follow in January. Pay close attention, okay? Now, as we move into February, we've got the Lover's card. Now, typically the Lover's card is about partnerships. So you may be looking a little bit more at your partnerships, but I feel this is more about unification, okay? Unification, oneness, and, you know, sort of reflecting on the oneness of the world and the choices that you make based on love. I also feel like there's a magical energy here about unity being in all things. Things that you're trying to achieve, I feel like the choices you make will align yourself with the people that you need for your career or the love that you desire. This is a really strong month if you're looking for love, for example. I feel like you're being really patient with yourself in January, you know, putting yourself on diets if you want to be on a diet, or you're being better to your body, mind, and soul, trying to create some sort of peace, trying to be moderate in your sort of reactions to things as well. And I feel there's almost this, you coming into your own, as it were, in February. February is, you know, of course, considered commercially the month of love, although every day should be the day of love, the way that we interact with people. But I'm, you know, I'm someone who, you know, dreams of all of this. The one day we can live in harmony and love and care, and, you know, for the Lover's card here, I feel like there is partnership. Okay, also I feel there's rebirth. So whether you're in a partnership with someone romantically or not, there's definitely an energy here of transition, because they're really highlighting the snakes there. Now, when snakes eat their own tail, it means rebirth, okay? It means transformation. So there's going to be some sort of change in your love life in some way. If you're in a relationship already, I feel like it is for the positive. It is renewed energy. If you're not in a relationship, I feel like this is a very strong month for you to meet somebody that is on your same wavelength. Now I'm just going to pull a card there. The Lovers card typically, you know, it used to be called a choice card. So I do feel like you have some choices, some decisions to make in February regarding your actual year ahead. Okay, I feel like there's a really big shift in February. Six of Wands is success, but it's also news. So you're getting a lot of news here. They're not showing me the envelope right now. The Page of Wands. This is something that you could not see coming. Okay, because we've got the Page of Wands in the reverse. As you can see, I'm just going to show you in the upright. Page of Wands got a big old magnifying glass there, seeing the way forward, coming out of a comfort zone, you know, be exploring new territory. But the Page of Wands in the reverse says you do not see this coming. You do not see this surprise coming. With the Six of Wands, it is success. So whether this is, you know, you partnering up in business with someone and it's a winning formula between you and that person, or whether you're partnering up with a company or you're an entrepreneur and you know you get some really good news that allows you to sort of maybe merge with a brand name or in some way, you know, because the Six of Wands is success. It's about stepping into the limelight. It is about you being recognized for you know, a job well done, or good fortune lies ahead. And it's, you know, the hummingbird, it sort of represents, you know, all that hard work. There is sweet reward at the end of it. And it's something that you do not see coming. Okay, so it's very, very positive. Also, I feel with the Lovers card that there is, and I'm going to quickly just clarify this. There's an energy here of someone coming into your energetic sphere who's going to tell you, I guess, how they feel. Let me just clarify that. Page of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, I mean, the Knight of Cups. This person is, you know, they give you exact cards that I feel from the energy. The Knight of Cups, there's someone coming on in here that is not your norm, okay? It's not someone you typically go for. I feel like it's just someone, you may, if you're looking for love, for example, I feel that this is someone who is not younger than you. They may be the same age as you or just a little bit either side, but it's kind of around about the same age as you. Someone who's mature in their energy for love. I feel like if you're bored with the options that you've got when it comes to love in February, I feel there's someone here who's going to tell you how they feel. So okay. Okay, haha. So we've got a double energy coming in. The Judgment card in the reverse and the Seven of Wands in the reverse. For some of you who are dealing with an ex who keeps coming in and out of your world, I feel like you are thinking about giving up on that completely. You're just walking out on that. And I mean, this person will keep returning, just so you're aware, okay? This person tends to keep coming on in. You have to ask yourself the question as to whether this person keeps you stuck by keep coming on in. And if it keeps going nowhere, keeps leading you down the garden path, of course, then I feel like you got to listen to your gut instinct. You got to listen to your heart and really be honest with yourself. It's very difficult, but we have to recognize that time waits for no person. So if someone is stringing you along in some way, or it comes in and it just never goes anywhere, I feel like you're having the courage to sort of walk away from something that just keeps returning to you. But with the Judgment card, I feel you're going to meet somebody new who actually connects to you on a level that no one has ever connected to you before, if you're looking for love, okay? I mean, if you want to be with an ex, I do feel like they, you know, are coming on in to tell you how they feel, but this person tends to come on in during moments where they are struggling, is what I feel. So just be mindful, you're not a crutch to anybody, an emotional crutch. It's wonderful to be there for someone, my beautiful Taurians, but if they're taking your energy and, you know, you feel like you're not getting something out of it that is rewarding for you, and we don't give to receive, of course, but you know when someone is coming on in selfishly for their own needs, okay? So just be a little bit mindful of that. I gotta be honest, you know, this person tends to be very, very guarded, and you're guarded against this person as well, but they tend to come on in and then it kind of like drifts out. It just never seems to go anywhere. So just be mindful, but there's definitely some successful news coming on in. I'm going to pull another card in terms of your career just to see what's going on there in terms of career. Can you please guide my beautiful Taurians? Okay, so the star in reverse indicates there was some sort of confusion about the way ahead, or you may have felt really like lost hope there, moments of despair. You've had a real test of faith here. But the Two of Wands says you have the whole world in your hands. There is stability, okay? When you get the Two of Wands, this is about creative planning. So I feel like whatever it is you've been planning, you're actually getting closer to. You're building your stability there. The Two of Wands also says, you know, even in moments of uncertainty, you have what it takes to create your world, okay? It's just about, you know, you may be waiting for some sort of results, something that you thought you'd lost hope on. The Six of Wands tells you that there is success. That's what I mean. You don't see this coming. So something that you have felt really sort of frustrated with, or have felt very challenging, some of the choices that you make, I feel, are going to lead you towards that success. February is a really good month for you. It leads straight into the star, which is interesting because the star in reverse came up for your February regarding that. But then the news, I feel, changes everything. The star is an energy of, you know, the stars are aligning to bring you your hopes and dreams. March sees a very positive shift towards hope, towards unity, but also towards whatever it is that you're seeking. I feel like you're getting a real burst of inspiration and you're aligning yourself with those things, okay? So the star indicates, again, this, it's almost like, I want to say miracle, but it's more tangible than that. It's something that is on the earthly plane, that you would consider something that comes out of the blue from nowhere. It's like a once in a life opportunity kind of thing that comes in March. It's also a moment of clarity. You see the way really clearly. So if in January and February you've been feeling a little bit, what is my direction? By March you will absolutely know. That Judgment card that came up there for you says you will listen to your inner wisdom, and you will have a real moment of clarity about the direction and the way ahead, okay? The star, can you please clarify the star for my beautiful Taurians? What do they need to know? So we've got the Emperor in the reverse, we've got the Knight of Cups in the reverse, and we've got the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, okay? So this tells me the star is almost like aligning you with things. It's almost like you see clearly what is not meant for you. Okay, this is where it comes to the overall arching energy of your 2022. You see things that you feel are immature, or you feel try to have some sort of power over you and control you, but I feel like you're releasing them. Anyone who is like, you know, anyone who is like not acting in their highest regard with you, I feel like you're seeing them. You see yourself that you deserve better. The Emperor card in the reverse is about feeling chaotic, or feeling like someone is trying to control you in some way, or is immature in the way that they deal with you. They may even have like an ego. And the Knight of Cups, I mean, it was attached to someone from your past returning, so I have to say that to you. I mean, it could be a twin flame energy that we've got coming through here, especially since it's off the back of the Lovers card. So there could be a realization that perhaps, you know, you're fed up of the twin flame journey, and, you know, you decide to work on yourself. With that Nine of Pentacles there, this also can be like workaholism. You may almost like, it's almost like you're not going to be focusing on love at this time. February was all about love for you, but then you're going to be back to focusing on your finances. Now I'm just going to pull another card here because they just asked me to go one more, so I will. Thank you so much, Spirit guys. Okay, how would you like to proceed? Yeah, the Chariot card, okay? The Chariot card in reverse is just, it's almost like you're putting the brakes on with something. Now this is, it's almost like putting the brakes on love, putting the brakes on, can you please clarify one more? Thank you so much, Spirit guides, great angels. Can you please guide? Nine of Swords. Okay, so Nine of Swords is a little bit of anxiety. Now this could be because, well, we have major planetary shifts. As we move through March into April, you know, we have real influence from Saturn and Uranus, okay? So that can tend collectively around the world. There could be some sort of shift where we have more restrictions, okay? So, I mean, that's those planets sort of govern surprise twists, for example, and shocks and turns. But Saturn is all about controls, rules, regulations. And because it kicks in around about that time, I do feel like there could be some sort of energy where your plans are having to be put on hold in some way. We got the Nine of Swords, so it suggests that there is some sort of anxiety. You know, I'm going to go with another deck because I cannot, apart from, because they're showing me planets right now, okay? So I feel like it's collective energy rather than your energy, as it were. But let me have a look. Thank you so much. Queen of Cups in the reverse. 10 of Swords in the upright. So something's coming to an end here. And I feel like if you've overextended your love to people or situations that have taken advantage of you, I feel like it's not that you're not being compassionate anymore. I feel like you're focusing on yourself. I feel like you're exhausted and fed up of people or situations. Take of your energy, my beautiful Taurus. And I feel like you are, you're putting the brakes on, is what I feel. The Queen of Cups, now the Queen of Cups can talk about insecurity, okay? So especially since we've got the Nine of Swords there, it could be that there is some sort of fear coming up for you or some sort of anxiety. Can you show me what the anxiety is about, please? Can you please show me? The waiting, okay? The Three of Wands. Now, the Three of Wands also is like a big question. Am I on the right path? And this person is surveying their land, their world, okay? And if you notice, it's the only card in the deck that has a sea that is golden. So there is lots of golden opportunities, but they may be not coming in when you're hoping them to come on in because of planetary alignment or shifts around the world collectively. So you may feel like exhausted again, that we're back into some sort of restrictive mode, and it just feels like you're constantly waiting. So I do feel like the insecurity is about the weight, but actually he is surveying his world and that sea is golden. So there's still wonderful opportunities there for you. You will still be in that Emperor mode. You will still be in that Knight of Cups mode. You will definitely be in the Nine of Pentacles mode, but there's some sort of restriction. Can you show me what the restriction is? Can you show me what is coming to an end, or what is, because the weight, it just feels like you're on hold a little bit, but I feel the Strength card. So the Strength card is, about calm. It's about courage, okay? Having the courage, that confidence. So because it's related to the star energy, this could be you're inspired to be very creative, for example. And you may have a wobble of confidence and feel like you can't do something, or because I feel like you're putting the brakes on. Even though you see something really clearly in March, I feel like you're putting on the brakes, but they want you to have confidence. All is not lost, whatever this is, okay? I'm gonna go one more. Thank you. Oh, that's quite a lot. The Two of Pentacles. You've got options, the Hangman, looking at a different direction. We got the Empress in the reverse. We got the Moon in the reverse. So because we got an Emperor there and we've got an Empress there, this, as I said, could be twin flame energy. You're deciding to disconnect from the twin flame energy. You're undecided. You're making some major choices here, okay? This is only for people who are in the twin flame separation, I feel. Who have been waiting a long time, because we got the Two of Pentacles here. You're weighing up your options. Okay, and the Hangman is a suspended energy. Something is put on hold. So either you're putting the brakes on to really work out what it is you want, or whether you feel like this person has kept you on hold for a long time. I feel like the Empress card is about disconnecting. Okay, it is, it's resisting a connection. Now the Star is a healing energy, so your twin could come in and try to heal things with you, but because the Empress card is your card, Taurus, it's a Taurus Libran energy, this can be about you disconnecting from it. With the Moon card there in the reverse, this is about fear. Okay, so maybe you feel you cannot trust this person, or you feel undecided because of what's gone on in the past, but there's something to really look inwards. I feel like you're looking inwards in regards to relationships in March there, but it comes after that Lovers card. So it's almost like, you know, when things are really wonderful in like 1 month, and then the next month is like, this is too good to be true. What's the catch? Okay, so I do feel like there's a little bit of fear. Perhaps energy is a little bit off. I'm just going to quickly, can you show me a little bit further? Five of Cups. Letting it go, okay? Let it go, let it flow. Again, this is something that you're meant to be thinking of throughout 2022, which is about letting the things that are no longer meant for you to just pass you by, okay? Because the things that stay are the things that will grow and bring a lot more positive energy to your world, okay? That's the same with, it doesn't have to be about relationships. It could be a partnership, a business partnership. It could be, for example, but I feel like you're seeing the way. You're seeing why it has to be this way. You're the person who's in control. The Empress card was in the reverse. So you're the one disconnecting. So you're in control of the disconnect is what they're showing me, okay? Now, I'm just going to pull one more in terms of career for those who are interested. Can you show me about the career with the star energy? The star energy is about success. It's about spotlight, 4 of Cups. Okay, so again, there's a lot of plot twists for you in 2022. The 4 of Cups is feeling a little bit bored or stagnant or feeling, unfulfilled. So again, it's giving this sort of energy, whether it's relationships or career, you're feeling a little bit unfulfilled in March. Okay, and when that happens, as you can see, that duck there has got the umbrella, and it means Spirit is protecting you during any major changes that you're making. And you're making the changes, as I said, in March, you're in control of those changes. Of course, unless the world is shifting in another way because of the planetary alignments. But the 4 of Cups tends to mean out of the blue, there is a new opportunity that is much more exciting or much more emotionally rewarding. Okay, so 4 of Cups in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, a figure sits under the tree, arms crossed, really sort of fed up, and there's like a little storm cloud there, and a cup comes right out of that storm cloud. So it's out of the tumultuous energy where that person is feeling really fed up. The universe offers a solution or offers another opportunity that is way better than anything you had before. So I feel like you're being protected through any changes and being directed to what is meant for you. I feel like you start to see that really clearly in March. Also, I feel like you're going to see how far you've come so far, not just from the beginning of the year, but actually for the last couple of years. Sometimes we forget to look back and see how far we've come, how much we've achieved. I feel like you're going to see that you're in a much better place in March 2022 than you've been in a long time, okay? Now, as we move into April, we've got the High Priestess energy. Now, the High Priestess energy is about recognizing the world is not a logical place, but also it is about a connection, a deep connection to your subconscious, to your wisdom, and it brings serenity. I feel you may be, the High Priestess is Virgo energy, so I feel there's an energy here of focusing intuitively on your work, on your crown chakra is very, very important in this particular month, about deep knowing. So it comes back to that confidence. Know that you can achieve and you will receive, okay? So it's very, very important. Also, as you can see, we've got 2 figures, 2 faces there coming together in unity. So if you did have some sort of separation from a twin flame, or you did separate from the things that you were focused on in January or February, you may not have wanted to disconnect as in separate forever. You may have just taken your foot off the pedal, like, put the brakes on because you had to focus elsewhere. So I'm just going to pull a card on the High Priestess and see what's coming on in there for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Taurians? What do they need to know? I feel like you're starting to trust that the universe has got your back in April, and starting to trust that things are happening for a reason. We've got the 4 of Pentacles in the reverse. You're opening up. Okay, the 4 of Pentacles tends to be called the miser of the deck because it holds on to things, even things that are no longer necessary. So with that 4 of Pentacles in the reverse, I feel you are actually letting go a little bit more of your emotions, but also I feel like this is you opening up to that level of vulnerability. I do feel some of you are actually going to be moving home. Also, I feel wherever you, it's almost like you may have felt like you were in your forever home for a while, but I feel like some of you may be thinking about relocating with that 4 of Pentacles in the reverse. King of Cups. Intuitively, you're doing this. It is for your highest good. You're leading with love. The King of Cups is all about love, but it could also be that you're opening up to your emotions, because the King of Cups is, someone who has so much love to offer, but often appears aloof or you know, distant in some way because their emotions are very difficult to process. So Taurus, if you ever feel like that, where you felt, you know, some things are so difficult to say to people, especially those people that you love, you know, I feel like you're opening up a little bit more as we hit April there. The King of Cups also, you may be stepping into a leadership role if you're looking in terms of career to earn more finances, because where you're at, you know, the Four of Pentacles, whilst it is secure, you know, I'm going to show you in the upright there, whilst it is secure and, you know, it may feel a little bit stagnant. You know, if you're stuck in one place, you may feel a little bit I don't know, cabin fever kind of energy. Because it's in the reverse, I feel like you're opening up to other opportunities. And there may be another opportunity for you to show off your skills and all your investment in your career or in your job. I feel, as you can see, this King of Cups there is, there's a little ship there. And that King of Cups there is holding back on that little ship. It's launching something really big and, you know, almost impossible. You know, the high seas are there, you know, and that ship is huge. Now, this King of Cups had the opportunity to launch something a little bit smaller, but decided to go big or go home. And I really feel like, as you can see with that Four of Pentacles in the reverse, you're not going home until you go big. So I feel whatever this is a huge opportunity for you to intuitively guide your way to either bossing up or leveling up in your world, opening up to your emotions. I feel like you're coming into your own, okay? I really feel like this is a big deal. In terms of love, I feel like this is about getting serious with someone in terms of love, okay? I feel like you're opening up on a real vulnerable level that sees you both connect on a deeper sort of platform. And it may feel scary, but I feel like they're indicating let go, because if we all strive for that level of security, sometimes we hold ourselves back. Look at that. She is wonderfully behind that gate and there's padlocks and all of that. It's wonderful, but she's standing there alone. Okay, she may be safe and secure, but you know, nothing ventured, nothing gained. You know, sometimes we gotta seek further afield or get out of our comfort zone to find our true happiness, or find something that really sort of is more exciting or more rewarding than what we have at the moment. Now we've got the Hermit Energy. This is in May. So this is about introspection. So in May, I feel like you may take a little bit of temporary time out, maybe even think about vacation. I mean, this is your month, my beautiful Taurus. Of course, it comes off, but it's almost like, I feel like you're focusing inwards, you're focusing on yourself. Okay, there's a lot of enlightenment here. I feel like you're getting to know yourself a little bit better as well. But with the Hermit Energy, it basically means temporary time out to rejuvenate. So for your birthday month or round about that energy, I feel like for your personal growth, it is necessary to retreat and regroup and sort of create that wonderful sanctuary called home. I also feel like the Hermit Energy, the Hermit does not put himself in the cave unless he feels a little bit bombarded by life, or, you know, sometimes, you know, there's so much news going on, there's so much information being bombarded at us all times. We're multitasking, we're paying bills, we're, you know, sort of navigating a pandemic. We're doing so many things that sometimes we're not realizing how much energy we're absorbing, and it becomes exhausting, especially when it comes to May. And the focus is a little bit more on you, Taurus, because you know, it's kind of like affiliated with your birthday month. The majority of the energy is, just so you're aware. I feel like you may be focusing on yourself, okay? Or the attention is a little bit more on you. So you may retreat a little bit more from the world just to treat yourself. Let me see what else is going on there for you. We got the Nine of Wands. Yeah, exhausted. The Nine of Wands is something that you've struggled with, has come to an end. The Wheel of Fortune, either you feel like you've been struggling with bad luck. I do feel like there's wonderful opportunities. January is a real breakthrough month for you. The Fool card. Isn't it interesting? It leads straight on to the Fool card. So it's preparing the way for something new. Okay? So, I mean, you got the Fool card here, and you've got the Fool card, which leads into the following month. So, as you can see, the Nine of Wands there in the upright says you're exhausted. That's why you're taking your time out. The Nine of Wands is often called that wounded warrior, because you battled away at life, you persisted, you kept burning the candle at both ends. I mean, I feel like at the beginning of the year, you're sort of slowly moving into the year. It speeds up a little bit towards the end of January, but I really feel like you're having a bit of downtime here in May. The Nine of Wands also is an energy of reevaluating circumstances, a moment to pause, a moment to stop and look around before you proceed any further. So I feel with that Hermit energy, you know, you may take stock. It's almost like a midway point of the year, even though it's not. I mean, I feel like you consider it a midway point of the year for you to gain insight into how far you've come and the next step you want to take. So I feel like questioning is really good when you've got this card. Also, I feel like you're almost like looking carefully to see if you're on the right path or if this is right for you, this situation. Because the Wheel of Fortune, I feel like you intuitively know that there is... it's almost like things are out of your control in a way. So it's almost like, why force things if things are out of control or out of your control? Because the Wheel of Fortune tends to talk about the Wheel of Fate, the Wheel of Life, okay? Sometimes we're up, sometimes we're down. So I feel like you're starting to recognize that whatever is meant for you will never pass you by, and anything that you have to how can I put this? I want to get the wording right. Okay, right now they're showing me a turtle, okay, so maybe slow energy. So something that is mustering away, it feels like an uphill slog. It's been slow progress. I feel like you're still secure in that situation. Turtles tend to have, you know, a protective shell on them. So I feel like you're still protected and secure in your progress, but it may be slow. So you may feel a little bit frustrated, but you recognize there's something here out of your hands, as it were. There's definitely, I mean, Ace of Wands is a breakthrough. Ace of Wands is like an urge to do something about your situation. Oh, wow. Yeah, we've got that. I'm just going to readjust that. We got the Two of Cups here. So this is aligning yourself with potential possibilities. I mean, the Two of Cups does not always mean about love and soulmate energy. It can mean, you know, a fair exchange of gifts. So, for example, if you've been feeling like you're in a one-sided situation, or you've been battling away, trying to make something work, and you feel like, is it ever going to give? Am I ever going to receive a reward for this? You may be really taking that temporary time out to have a look and see, do I still want to do this? It's difficult. Do I still want to be on this path? I feel like the answer is yes, because it will reap rewards. I feel like you're going to see where you got it good. And I do feel like there is a breakthrough. You know, sometimes we push really hard for our goals and dreams, and we just focus, and then we take some time out. When we're pushing really hard, we always feel like we're never quite getting there. But when we take a step back and we have a look and survey our world and see how far we've come, we actually realize that we've done pretty all right. You know, we're on the right path. And there's a moment of magic that occurs when we take our foot off the brake a little bit. Things start to come to us a little bit more effortlessly because we've already put in the hard work. And with that Nine of Wands, you've already put in the hard work, okay? So I feel like there is a real breakthrough again. This is the second month where you're having a breakthrough. So January and May are really good. Also, I feel like some of you are definitely going to be moving. You may have the idea to move, or around about April, but May is like a movement month, I feel, as well. Also, this is inspiration, creativity. I feel like you're going to be inspired. When you get the Ace of Wands, this also tends to be about action. It tends to be about transformation and, you know, being daring to do something new, reimagining your world to, you know, dream bigger or bolder than ever before, which leads you on to that Fool energy, okay, which is a new start, a leap of faith into the unknown. So I do feel like there's a bit of a, you know, a moment in May where you really shake things up a little bit for yourself. The Two of Cups can mean that you are deciding to have a long-term relationship with someone, or you know, there is some sort of proposal. If you're in a long-term relationship and you're completely in love with that person, I do feel like this is a potential month for them to pop the question. So look out for that. This is about love and the exchange of love. Love for what you do, and then exchange for your gifts for example, or your talents. It could be a financial reward for your gifts, or it could be just a feeling of, you know, a job well done. But also in terms of love, I feel like there is passion, motivation, drive, and if there's a relationship that you've really struggled with or had difficulty with, I feel like you both have a moment of clarity where you realize that there's no one else. You could never be with anybody else. You want to be together, okay? I feel like this is, you cannot fight destiny, okay? As you can see, the Nine of Wands is a fighter, someone who continues, persists, no matter the pain. And the destiny, Wheel of Fortune is in the reverse there. It's like, you cannot fight destiny because fortune will always win, okay? And we have a leap of faith occurring right at the end there. The Fool card is, you know, hope. It is a fresh new start. It is taking a chance, opening up to coming out of a comfort zone, which is difficult for earth signs to sort of embrace unless they're making the changes. But as you can see, there's like a crocodile here, and she's got a tiny little buttercup in her hand there, and there's an even bigger one that she's contemplating picking that one. But what they're saying there is, if you want something better, if you want something more rewarding, it comes with risk, okay? It always comes with risk. And the risk, I mean, the first card you got was rejection, okay? The word no, rejection, it's just a word. It makes you more tenacious to achieve, okay? So, and it makes you recognize that, okay, it's a no, on to the next. Okay, it's a no, on to the next. There's no such thing, you know, the only thing that is bruised is the ego. Now, we all have an ego in many different forms, you know, and we all have it bruised from time to time. But it's about recognizing that what is meant for you will never pass you by, and that, you know, the things that we truly want, they require us to come out of a comfort zone and open up and be vulnerable. The Fool card is exactly that. You're going to be very curious as we move through June. This is an opportunity. A new path is opening up to you, new adventure, and it's very, very exciting. I also feel like there's enthusiasm. It's almost like you feel young again, rejuvenated, which is what happens if you know the story of the major arcanas. Typically, the Hermit energy, the Hermit feeling old, weary, tired, exhausted, comes into their cave and really reevaluates their life and works out what it is they truly want. And often comes back out of that cave rejuvenated and is in the Fool energy. So that is the typical history of the major arcanas. The Hermit comes out rejuvenated. So I do feel like you're curious about options. There's a lot of hope here, a lot of exciting energy, and I feel like you're moving into a really positive time in June. I'm just going to get a few cards to clarify that for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Taurians? What do they need to know? We got the Four of Swords. So a rest. The Four of Swords, rest, you are protected. Even in uncertain times, the Four of Swords, it's almost like get ready for action. The King of Cups again, and we got the Knight of Swords. And that's literally get ready for action, okay? So life-changing things happening around about June for you. This could be a physical move because the Knight of Swords talks about moves and movements forward. But it's connecting to a lifestyle change. And as you can see, this figure is almost like flying on a sort of a white feather there. So that represents, you know, you're guided, you're protected, your guides are with you, they're helping you make these changes. And she is painting out clouds. So she is removing anything that has the ability to overcloud her happiness. The sun represents happiness. So removing the clouds so they do not get in the way of the sun. So I feel like you're making some radical changes after a rest, and you're following your heart. Okay, you're opening up to something really positive here and really exciting that brings a lot of success. And, you know, even because there's two Kings of Cups here, there's two kings for every element there. There is two emperors. Normally, it does suggest that you take the king or the emperor that you connect to, but my guides wanted me to keep all of the cards in, so because each one tells a story. And as you can see, the King of Cups, this particular one, the shark-infested waters. So even though it feels a little bit scary, you're doing something big. Go big or go home. And, you know, this is a very protective energy, you know, protecting the ship. So I feel like you are going to deal with some really exciting but thrilling and exhilarating emotions, but maybe make you feel a little bit anxious there. This is about love, making changes with your heart. Even in uncertain times, I feel like you are protected, whatever changes you're making, because the Four of Swords tends to mean that the subject is protected. As you can see, sleeping on the moon. The moon represents uncertainty, fears. but she's got the confidence and the courage to just fall asleep on that crescent moon. I mean, she could fall off, but she's protected. So they're highlighting there that the changes you're making and following your heart, you will be protected at this time. So I feel June is a very exhilarating month. I mean, you may come out of a comfort zone, for example, and have a new start, either in a career or in you know, a new start if you're moving, because I feel like relocation could be on the cards for you there as well. Now we've got the Hangman. The Hangman, as we move into July, Hangman is Pisces energy, and it is about pause, but it's also about new perspective. The Hangman puts himself or herself on the tree of life in order to see things from a different point of view, in order to gain knowledge. And the Hangman, as you can see there, this particular Hangman, there's like a timer, and things are becoming uncomfortable. Okay, that it's almost like outgrowing situations. And we got the death symbol there, which means there is a transition, there is a change that is necessary in July that will help you break through any stagnant energy and reach up for that happiness. As you can see with that card in June there, that figure is making some lifestyle changes to paint out the clouds, to reach up for the sun and see the sun. And you're making some major breakthroughs here to reach for your happiness. So July is a positive month, very, very, how can I put that? There's a lot of positive energy as you come through something that may have been uncomfortable, or you were feeling stuck for a while. I feel like the changes that you make really show a positive shift, and it was about time. Now the Ace of Cups is in the reverse there, so this was, you know, some sort of something that maybe kept you feeling disappointed or stuck. The Ace of Cups, you're letting go of anything that you don't, I mean, yeah, you're releasing things that you don't feel you love anymore. Whether that's people, situations, jobs, career. I feel like you're being really honest with yourself, letting things go and opening up with that. I mean, it can also be that I just feel like there's a major move happening. I mean, they keep giving you the same cards. You got the King of Cups again. Okay, so I feel like there's a new perspective on a relationship, love even, your emotions and fears, things that hold you back. I feel like you're letting go, you're releasing. You're not holding on to the idea of what love should be. I feel like you're going with the flow as well. The same with your career. The Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is always on the run. So I do feel like you're planting roots, okay? Really solid foundational roots there. The Knight of, I feel like you're following your heart and not just allowing yourself to be guided with, the word I want is not spontaneous. I feel, you know, when you make a rash decision, I feel like you're not making any rash decisions. You're making decisions with your heart. We got the Six of Cups in, Six of Cups in the reverse tells me that a person that, you know, longs to be in your arms, who yearns to be with you, they have unrealistic expectations. They never seem to quite make a relationship. This person seems to come in and out of your life. I said, they're always going to return. This person is showing up as a judgment card. This person tends to return quite a lot. Now, this person may want to settle down with you in some way towards July and really mean it. But I feel like you're looking at the past like it has nothing new to say. You're not looking at it with rose-tinted glasses. I mean, I would be mindful of this person. They tend to always have like a backup, or they tend to always, they're very immature in their energy. They're showing up the Emperor again in the Three of Cups, okay? So just be mindful of anyone who keeps returning to you but does not invest fully in a love relationship, who keeps you longing, because these are your years, my beautiful Taurus. These are the best years of your life, living them in the now. So if there's someone dangling a carrot in your world, I feel like you're really cutting them out. It's not like you to let it go on so long, but if there's someone who's really captured your heart, it's really difficult to let go. I've been there. I completely understand. But the mature me now is like, oh, if only I could go back in time and really give myself a piece of advice. But we have to experience these things in order to recognize the red flags. So in terms of career, I feel like you are, I keep feeling like you're stepping into something that you love doing. And there may even be, I feel like there's celebration. There's something here that's going to, it's almost like you're climbing the ladder. You may not hit the CEO position, but you're in a really good high position. So I feel like you're stepping into a leadership role, something that brings more responsibility. And it will be celebrated. That Three of Cups shows me a lot of celebration. They're showing me like the ticker tape, you know, and I'm just hearing now corks popping and like champagne. Ooh, and yeah, people clapping. So I'm getting true chills with that. So major celebration in terms of either a career path or some sort of idea that it's almost like your opus or your piece de resistance. It really kind of like sets you apart from the rest. It's something that you may have been a bit nervous to try for or achieve or held off doing it for a while. It gives you a lot of success. There's a lot of championing you, but also a lot of celebration in July. It is a major breakthrough, but not just in terms of a career. I feel like in terms of a personal level where you really start to recognize people's true intentions and have the confidence to let things go that are not meant for you. It's almost like a test. I feel like it's a test. Okay, because they're showing me like, they're showing me papers like it's an exam. And the way they're showing it to me, an arm goes like this. So maybe you're keeping something on the down low. Let me just quickly pull a card on that. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Ooh, the Moon card. Yeah, you're not telling something. Okay, you're keeping something a secret here. Okay, the Moon with the Seven of Swords and the Queen of Swords. This is something that you're not talking about. Queen of Swords is like keeping it on the down low, and the Seven of Swords is like, you know, keeping something to yourself. So it could also be that someone is keeping something from you. Could be that person who keeps returning from the past. But with this, my guides gave me, with the Seven of Swords, my guides gave me a different sort of point of view on this card, which I found very profound. Now, one is about independence. Okay, doing things in your own way. But what they were showing me is that there's an opportunity that's coming for a breakthrough for you. And it's almost like, don't rush this. Because sometimes when we rush, we can leave something out or we can make a mistake. So they're showing me, as you can see, this figure there, there's 3 swords in one hand, 2 in the other, and there's 2 swords left behind. That figure is running. That figure could take more swords because, you know, why take 2 in this arm and 3 in this arm? That person could have put another sword in that arm if they wanted to. So those swords have been left behind on purpose or out of rushing, did not have time to pick it up. So I feel like they're saying go slowly, okay? But also I feel like there's someone in your world who keeps either returning, and in some way that person, they've got a secret. Okay, there's something they're not telling you. So I just feel, be mindful. The Hangman, I feel like you see the light on this situation and you find a breakthrough on it. Now we got the Moon card. It's so interesting. Every time I try and clarify your energy, it gives me the card of the next, oh sorry, it was this deck. It gives me the next card in the next. So the Moon, we go straight onto, sorry, the Hangman, we go straight onto the Moon. So they keep giving me the follow-on energy. It leads to some sort of illumination, but intuitively you knew this. So I feel like whatever this reveal of information is for you in July, intuitively you knew it. Okay, now the Moon card is an interesting one because the Moon, of course, it shines, it lights up the night sky, but it requires the light of the sun. So I do feel like there is a situation. It could be a situationship. I know that the cool kids are calling it that sometimes, with a person who needs your energy. It's almost like they cannot let you go. They need to come on in. They need to absorb your energy, and then they're gone. Then they disappear. Once, you know, so I feel this person, very uncertain situation, but I feel like it comes to light. If you don't have someone who returns, I do feel like this is a situation that keeps coming to grab your attention. Something keeps coming to light for you. It could be some really difficult emotions to process, dark night of the soul energy. But I feel, you know, with that Moon in the upright, it can represent subconscious fear and recognizing illusions that, you know, fear is false evidence appearing real, making you stuck. There is a clear pathway right down the center, as you can see, leading to overcoming the mountains. So there's a pathway through the mountains. There is a pathway through the obstacles that you seek, and intuitively you will navigate the way forward. Okay. Also, I feel there's a real question about independence versus settling down energy. I feel like there's a bit of a head over heart moment that goes on as we move into August. The moon also is plot twist energy. It's the unseen coming to the surface. It is making voluntary changes to adjust to the time period. So I feel like you're going to be very fluid in August, where you're going to be flexible. I feel like there is an unseen opportunity that lies in the shadows for you, and there may be some sort of detour that takes you there. So it's unexpected. I feel like it is positive. It's important to remember and trust your intuition on this, but I feel like the conditions are, how can I put that? There is something unseen. So what you can see in the physical world, there's an undercurrent, and it will be revealed to you, but I feel you cannot see it. First off, you can feel it. Let me just clarify that, because I'm being a bit vague. I do apologize. I'm just trying to pick up the energy. Can you show me? Thank you so much. Six of Pentacles. Yeah, something unseen. So the Six of Pentacles is basically, it's a really positive card. It's a beautiful card. It basically means an unexpected resource, happy surprise from the universe. The universe is guided to be very generous with you and send you an opportunity that you were not expecting. This could be a financial reward in some way. It leads to a very happy outcome there. As you can see, the universe is represented by that teapot there, and that figure is giving you more than others. So I feel like there's a real exciting opportunity coming towards you with that moon card energy. So I would definitely expect some sort of reward that you truly deserve coming in around about August time, which is so interesting, because if you have a look, it leads you into September there. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. Yeah. The Justice card. The Justice card is about balance. It's about harmony. Okay. It tends to have like the scales. And as you can see, that Six of Pentacles, the scales are on the teapot there. So I feel like this is something that you truly deserve. This is something that you work really hard for. And it sort of leads you on to that justice energy. I feel like this is about fairness. It is about equality. It is about an outcome that reveals something that is right. It was meant for you, okay? The Justice card also, I feel with this energy is, I do feel around about September time that there is a conversation that comes on in that's very, very important. It's a difficult conversation to have with somebody, okay? Now, let me just pull a quick card on that to see what else we got coming on in. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? But I feel like September is a month for contracts, signing contracts, a really positive shift. Yeah, really positive shift. The Sun card. Okay, very difficult conversation to have with somebody in September, but it leads to a lot of sort of clarity. I feel like it actually is a really positive outcome, and I feel like it's a successful conversation that leads to a lot of joy. So this could be a difficult conversation with someone that you love, for example, it's almost like you find a solution. The Justice card is about finding a solution to something. It's a win-win situation. A truth comes out. People, swords tend to represent communication in Tarot. So I feel like there's a really positive communication coming your way. I feel like you find a solution to something. It actually sets you and this person free from going round and round in a circle. I feel like it's an awakening for this particular connection with you and somebody, okay? Also, I do feel like it's a time for contracts, because they're showing me contracts being signed. Really positive, successful outcome. The Sun is like the reward. As you can see, we've got the Hangman there breaking through for that Sun, and then we've got the Moon there, which is a moment of absorbing the light, fear. What if I can't be successful in the area that I want to be? Or, those moments of worry that sort of our inner awareness. Sometimes we are crippled with uncertainty, but I feel the Sun will show you that you're on the right path, that you're going to be rewarded for it. A lot of success. The Sun is the most positive card in the deck. This is abundance in its truest form. It really comes off the back of that August energy. You know, the Sun is a Leo energy as well, so August, September energy there. So I do feel like there's a positive outcome. Whatever it is you've been striving for, you know, you have the breakthrough, the major breakthrough, the final major breakthrough in July there, and then you see the results of it in September. So really positive month, September there. Now we do have October, we've got the devil. Now, of course, you know, October is a Halloween month. Halloween is not associated with the devil, and the devil card is not an evil card. I just have to say that. Some people that I've read for it in the past, they're like, oh my gosh, the devil, evil card. Basically, the devil card is about recognizing where we are stuck, okay? We all go through the major arcanas in life. The major arcanas are the life's journey, okay? Fated energy. We all start off with the Fool card energy. The beginning of the year, almost for you, my beautiful Taurians, in a very major positive way, is actually going to be in June, okay? And the Devil card is on the journey too. The Fool card is about being that bright, beautiful, new being in the world, being a bit naive, but also hopeful that the universe will, you know, bring us to where we want to go. Then we move into, you know, different energies. We move into the Magician. We recognize our inner power and that thoughts become things, and we have the power and the tools to have confidence and accomplish great things. Then we move into the High Priestess energy, where we recognize a bit more of our spiritual growth and our intuition, and recognize that, you know, we have power to trust our intuition and, you know, understand ourselves a little bit better. Then we move into the Empress energy, where we mature a little bit more and recognize the hard work, you know, for our labor, we get rewarded for it. Also, we feel more creative, and we think about either becoming parents or settling down in some way. So, you know, we all move through the major arcanas, and we all get to the blockage, which is the Devil card, okay? The Devil card represents either temptation or some sort of obsessive energy, control, or something that keeps us in an illusionary kind of way stuck. It is a bonding of our own, okay? We bind ourselves to situations where we feel we cannot get out of, but we are reminded that we can find a solution. The Death card puts an end to it. It's really interesting that you have it in that way. So let's see what the Devil card is for you in October. Because we have the Sun come out there to clarify the justice, you're finding a solution to something. I feel like you also illuminate the fear that has been holding you back. The Empress, beautiful. So you come into your own. There's your confidence, okay? You're no longer neglecting your own needs. You know, you're finding time to love yourself a little bit more. Also, this is abundance, okay? So this could also be you overcoming or having control over a controlling situation. So we got the Empress card there, which is about abundance. It's about creativity. It is about blossoming despite. Now, because we got the Devil card there, I want to see if there's temptation. Ace of Wands. Okay, so you could be tempted, for example, to... I'm going to clarify that with another deck. I just want to make sure. You may be tempted to... Eight of Wands. Okay, they're just giving me an energy of confidence. Yeah, the King of Cups keeps coming up. So either you're dealing with a Scorpio, because this person keeps coming up, okay? We got the King of Cups energy coming up again. So if there's someone here who has strong Scorpio placements, doesn't have to be Sun, Moon, or Rising. It can be, you know, if they've got strong Scorpio placements, this person, you could be very drawn to this person. This could also be... if you're not wanting to, for example, have a child in 2022, I would just take precautions, because, you know, there's someone here that you and this person got a lot of love for each other, a lot of passion. There's a potential to create a child if you're wanting to or not. You know, just be aware you're going to be very fertile. But the Devil card here is representing a fear. And I want to understand it a little bit more, because I'm not quite understanding it. I'll always say when I'm not understanding it or I'm not picking up on the energy. They're actually showing me a 4-leaf clover right now. So this seems to be something lucky. But why the Devil card? So I need to understand it a little bit more. Okay. Now, Can you please show me? Two of Wands in the reverse. Okay, the Chariot card. They're showing me again the Chariot cards. This pause energy. So it could be that, for example, you may have, for example, especially if you're someone who's very ambitious, you may decide to put your plans on hold to have a child, and it may make you feel, or to raise a family, it may make you feel a bit anxious or nervous. I mean, none of us humans, we don't come to this earthly plane with a manual of how to do life. We're just navigating the high seas, okay? So it may be a human sort of worry that you've got, like, oh my gosh, I'm building a family, I'm looking after my family. We all change and become different in our energies in different moments of our life. So they just showed me a bit of fear here. The Star. So there's nothing to worry about. The Star is, this is fated. The Star is aligning for you to be in this energy. This is healing energy. This is inspiration. You're connected to a new phase of life. And, you know, a lot of wisdom. The Star puts you in the spotlight for something. So you may... They're just showing me that you're illuminating a fear. That's all I keep getting from this. So maybe that's just it. You're illuminating a fear. And that actually... Oof. Okay. So I'm showing... Because I knew there was like some other energy that I couldn't quite place. And they're showing me it with this return. Someone wanting healing. To return. This person is going to show up 3 times in your world in 2022. Okay, this is someone from your past. Okay, now these 2 cards pretty much showed up to explain them the last time, and it was like this, right? Unrealistic expectation, wanting to return, and 3 of Cups. You know, just make sure if this person tends to have options, or you may feel like they don't give you their full attention. You know, at the beginning of the year, they're still very undecided. But towards the end of the year, they're turning it around. They're returning for, they're thinking about you a lot, basically. They yearn to be in your arms, and the 3 of Cups in the reverse, they're letting go. If they had a third party situation, they're letting go of that. They're in a solitary energy. They want to heal things with you. If you don't want to be with that person, but the chemistry between you both is really intense, and you have no sort of notion to have a child or family with that person, I would take precautions, okay? Because the Empress card is showing up, which means, you know, there could be a little bit of a fling between you and someone from the past, and you know what happens when passion gets on the scene. I'm a Scorpio, I know. So, you know, just be mindful of that. I do feel like there is a major love relationship for you in 2022 that will lead to a higher level of commitment that is really healthy and positive. It actually moves you past any emotional fears of opening up and being the true you. Okay, we all allow certain people access to parts of ourselves, and we hide other parts of ourselves as well. And some of those, it's not done on purpose. It's just an intuitive protection kind of mode. I hope that makes sense. I'm not really sure what they're giving it to me like that for, but they are. So now right now they're showing me an arrow. So either you're going to be right on target for something, or arrows are so important for you. They keep showing me the arrows right at the beginning about direction, but this is like an arrow, like a bow and arrow now they're showing me. So it could be a Cupid's bow in some way. So I feel like it's really positive. It's like right on target. You're right on target. Now, the Death card symbolizes change. It's also in the Scorpio month, so very strong Scorpio influences. If you were dealing with a Scorpio, I feel like you and this Scorpio person finally transitioned to a more healthy energy. Let's put it that way. The Death card is about releasing anything that is hindering you, or, you know, the Devil card is like illuminating anything that's been holding you back. The Death card is about releasing it for good. Okay, so with this Death card, I feel like there is a really positive shift towards change, and I feel like you're making room for something greater, something better. So let us clarify the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, this is an earth element as well. Nine of Pentacles is you know, a life of luxury. It's financial gain. It is being self-sufficient. it is also about, you know, a time of plenty. I mean, you got a little snail there hidden as well. So maybe in slow progress to get to where you want to go, but now you're there, okay? So I feel like the Death card brings you something really positive shift, but it also brings you freedom. Now, some people do say that the Nine of Pentacles, you know, she is a solitary energy. So that means she's alone. That's not the truth. This card in particular, Nine of Pentacles, tends to mean wherever you focus your attention, that is where, you know, you will thrive and prosper. That is where you will blossom. The Nine of Pentacles tends to be, we got the Hermit Energy as well. So, I mean, this is, you know, a lot of inner wisdom. This is about you taking care of business, taking care of your own needs. This is about you being almost like, you know, shining your beautiful light and recognizing that when there is a missed opportunity, there is another one along. So I feel like you're rejecting things and releasing things that just no longer hold purpose in your world. And you are actually creating a world where you feel reliant on yourself. You don't need nobody, but you know, you want somebody. I do feel like there is a major love relationship happening in 2022 for you, but financially, I feel like you may decide to either go into business by yourself, or you may decide to have enough money to put it away for a rainy day, you know, sort of put more into a pension or things like that, because I feel like you're being very disciplined with your finances throughout the year, and it is a year of gathering finances and making more money. But I feel more than anything, 2022 seems to be about you following your heart. And, you know, this is a big sort of change year for you, really positive. This is about putting all the foundations in place for you to be stable. And sort of, I feel like you're relying on yourself and being confident in yourself and believing in yourself a lot more in 2022. Now, finally, you leave the year on your own energy, the Hierophant in December. So December is all about commitment. It is about knowledge. You're going to look back on the year and see, you know, how much you've learned. But I also feel like you are deepening your connection with yourself, but also investing your time, your energy into relationships, people, and situations that really matter, but also that you feel good in. The Hierophant is about commitment. So the Hierophant tends to connect to the marriage card. So some of you, when you're meeting a love relationship here, I feel like as a major relationship, you could take a step towards getting married or even talking about it with the Hierophant. I feel like there's a real positive shift when it comes to love, but there's some twists and turns about someone coming back into your world. Be mindful of that person, okay? I mean, you can make it work with that person if you want to, but it's going to be a journey. Let's put it that way. It's going to be a difficult journey. I'm not going to lie to you there. In terms of career, I really see you being sort of stable, self-sufficient, patient, really aligning yourself with some major breakthroughs. Seven of Wands. Okay, Seven of Wands is about walking away or disconnecting from things that make you feel stuck. Okay, having the strength to walk away from those things. Committing to yourself. Yeah, look, there's the Seven of Swords. And the Lovers. I mean, look at that. You're separating from someone who exhibited, or anybody who exhibits sneaky behavior, or, you know, Seven of Swords. Look at that Seven of Swords there. From the upright, she looks like pretty all right. But at the bottom, you can see like that snake stealing an egg there that's not hers. And the Lovers in the reverse. Doesn't have to be about love, but it's about you disconnecting from situations that don't make you feel independent or don't make you feel good about yourself, or you feel like there's any sort of betrayal, people who've betrayed you or unnecessarily been unkind to you. I feel like you are walking away from them. The Seven of Wands says you're creating healthier boundaries. You're learning where your boundaries were weak and where you let those people come on in and get into your space. So I feel like you are disconnecting from these situations. You're going to look back on the year and you've learned a lot where you disconnected from those situations. I'm just going to go and get a little bit more. Can you show me the Hierophant? The Two of Cups, they're showing me the same energy. The Nine of Wands, okay? So I really feel, if it makes you feel pain, you're disconnecting. Look at that Nine of Wands, that wounded warrior. If it makes you feel like you have to struggle or you're burning the candle at both ends, I feel like you're releasing it. You're letting it go. I feel like you have the wisdom telling you, bringing you to the knowledge that it's not worth it. Okay? I just feel like you're recognizing what is worth it and what is not worth it in 2022. Anything further? Can you show me? Yeah, the Six of Wands, walking away, disconnecting, retreating. Anything you've got a lack of confidence in, I feel like you're replacing your lack of confidence in situations and putting the confidence in yourself. Okay, my beautiful Taurians, I feel like that's where it's at for 2022 for you. Financially, a stable year, two major breakthroughs. Okay, I do feel like there's a lot of money shifting and coming towards you from about September, October. I feel like there's a lot of money coming on in. I'm just going to quickly pull a card on that. You should, whoa. Five of Swords. So you're overcoming hardship and blossoming despite anything that hurt you. Page of Cups is an offer to do something. Follow your bliss, follow your heart. It's the same thing. The Four of Cups, the universe will provide. So it's all about your dream, your goal. But as you can see, Five of Swords tends to be about mental conflict, but also overcoming rejection or ghosts from the past. Could be rejection as in, a promotion, or you felt you'd lost your job, for example, in 2021. This is about taking the lesson with you. As you can see, she's got the lesson in her hand and blossoming despite the circumstances. Okay, the Page of Cups is you aligning yourself with opportunities that pop out of the blue in 2022. You can see that fish does not belong in that cup. The fish represents, especially in the Lenormand deck, the fish represents prosperity, good luck, opportunity, just popping out of nowhere, aligning yourself with the things and places and people that are meant to be in your life. And the Four of Cups says, even when you're feeling at your lowest, even when you're feeling unfulfilled, the universe has your back, protecting you. And there will be another option that comes on in, a new direction, and they're protecting you. Okay, so I feel very positive for your year ahead. I'm just going to get you one more card before we close the reading. Thank you so much. Frozen, challenge, bleak, dormant. As you can see, number 9, someone or something in the situation has gone cold. Some things are meant to remain in a state of winter and others can thaw out and be brought back to life again. Your challenge is to know what is right for you and to let go of anything else that you feel is just an uphill battle and you get nowhere with it. Okay, this is about your, it's number 9 there, which is about the Hermit, which is about wisdom. My beautiful Taurus, it's about being honest with yourself. They want me to go one more. Interesting. Okay, thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. The yearlies tend to be very long readings. You can pause and come back to them at different points. I do suggest you listen to them throughout the year to see how you're going with that. Time is fluid, of course. But we got yes, confirmation. The answer is yes. Can you overcome this challenge? Anything that's frozen, yes. I mean, the sun is there, so anything that is frozen can be thawed out. It may be a slow process, but you will reveal your pathway and it will be towards success, okay? So I'm going to leave it there. I hope something resonates. I'm just going to get a trinket before we close. Ah, my gosh. I close my eyes when I pick the trinkets because I like to be surprised myself. Of course, you can't see my eyes, so you do have to trust me on that, but we got a turtle. So as you can see, slow but steady progress, stable, there is stability, okay, slow moving energy. There's 2 major movement months we've already talked about in terms of breakthrough, and there's a lot of finances coming, especially towards mid and end of the year there. They want me to put this on the star. Okay, stars are aligning slowly but surely. And we also have the World card key. So this is a key that unlocks the world. I do feel like there's some major planetary shifts collectively that will slow us all down a little bit, but I do feel like the key, they want, well, we don't have an Ace of Swords. They said put it on an Ace of Swords. Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to go find an Ace of Swords now. Can you show me the Ace of Swords? They want it put on an Ace of Swords because they're showing me that there is a breakthrough here for you that there it is. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I'm so slow today. I did not make the connection. That key looks like that key. So there is a major breakthrough. You got this right at the beginning of the month. So they want it on Ace of Swords. There you go. There is major breakthrough. Look out for the signs, okay? Major synchronicity occurring there. I'm going to put that on there. That is uncanny. I mean, I just want to just, it is literally even the same size. Like, wow, okay? So, thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. That's a beautiful, and oh, there's more synchronicity. It's already started. They said, look at the shirt. The shirt the person is wearing is all full of stars, and they wanted the turtle on the star. I mean, there's so many synchronicities already starting in your reading. So I'm going to leave it there. I hope something resonates in this reading for you. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you, of course. All you have to do is press the little bell. It just lets you know when I update my next message, and lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very important for me. And I'll just leave it there. Thank you so much, my beautiful Taurus. Love and light.